I asked Master Edge about you.
He continued.
He informed me that you've been a member of Dichotomy since inception, but you haven't had a Dom until, well, I won't acknowledge him as a Dom, but you know who I'm referring to.
Yes, Master Parker, that's true. I swallowed hard, my heart pounding intently against my sternum.
And he also informed me that you haven't engaged in sexual activities with the few Doms you've played with at the club.
No, Master Parker.
Is there a reason for that? Are you opposed to having casual sexual encounters?
I hated the term casual. For one, there was no such thing as casual sex. No, maybe it didn't equate to love, but it was certainly not something that could be brushed aside. No, I told him. I'm not opposed to having sex. But for me, submission isn't solely about sex. Sure, I wanted that release that came with it, but I wasn't one to sleep with just anyone to get it.
Which leads me to believe you're looking for a dominant of your own. Is that an accurate assessment?
Yes, Master Parker. He had me pegged precisely. He leaned forward, resting his elbows on his knees as he regarded me directly. He was wearing the same jeans and t-shirt he'd had on last night, but he didn't have on shoes. For a brief moment, I found myself staring at his bare feet. They were sexy. My eyes shot up to his face when he cleared his throat.
With both options, we're asking that you interview for a position that we're actively looking to fill. There is nothing nefarious in our plan. We merely need a secretary, and based on what you've told us, you appear to have the qualifications. We're seeking someone who can handle the technical aspects of the job. It's not rocket science, but it requires attention to detail, as well as a good sense of organization.
He lifted one blonde eyebrow.
But everything you've possibly learned from working for your ex, should go right out the window. Unlike him, our clients are important to us. We put their needs first. We do not push them aside or take their money without giving them what we've promised.
What is it that you do? I still had not figured that out.
We're in public relations.
He nodded toward Mr. Snowden.
His clients are in the tech industry. Mine are in the sex toy industry. And our partners are in publishing.
I laughed, right up until I realized he was serious. Sex toys, technology, and books. Got it. That was an eclectic mix.
Should Lucy and Jordan feel you're right for the position? And if it feels right for you, we hope you'll take it. That would be your first option. No strings attached.
Okay, so they were offering me a job. I couldn't deny I needed one. And the second option? Hope fluttered in my chest. Master Parker regarded me for several seconds.
Your second option would be to become our submissive,
he stated.
For how long is yet to be seen, and you would still have the opportunity to interview for the job. And should you be offered it, then our worlds would collide on more than a personal basis.
And that means... I knew there was more to it.
As I'm sure you figured out, Ben is my submissive. However, he's a switch. We've known for quite some time that we were interested in a submissive we could both top, and our ideal submissive will be someone who will interact with us at home, as well as in the office.
He waved his hand toward the door.
We work a significant number of hours every week for a company we've built from the ground up. It's our livelihood. Therefore, it's where we spend the majority of our time, which means it's more than a job for us. So our submissive would be involved to some degree. When you meet Lucy, you'll get a better understanding of what I'm referring to. This is something she's familiar with. She came to work for us at the end of last year. After months of playing with all four of us, she ended up falling in love with our partners.
4 of you? She played? Holy shit, was he serious? How in the world could one woman possibly handle 4 men, much less 4 doms?
Yes, she's now their submissive, exclusively. Should you be offered the job and choose to accept, there are some things you might witness within the office from time to time. They aren't discreet, nor would we be, should you accept our second proposition.